Listen closely to these words I give you now. They are not random words, not human ideas, and not just empty talk. This message is meant only for you, different from anything you have heard before. It is alive. It is a word straight from my heart into yours. Nothing that is happening is by chance. This very moment is part of the perfect plan I have for your life. You did not come here by accident. You did not pause to listen because of curiosity. It was I who pulled you with cords of love, who touched your heart so you would notice. What you are about to hear has the power to change the path of your life. Something deeper than what you can see with your eyes is already moving. There is an unseen but active work already taking place. A season of change is opening. This is not a small or short change, but a complete change that will reach the hidden parts of your heart. You are now stepping into a stage where the cover is being lifted, where what seemed uncertain becomes clear, where confusion fades, and the way you waited for so long starts to show itself. But you must know something important. If you do not take this call to heart, if you treat this word as just another, you may miss an important turning point I placed before you. This word does not only give you hope, it also warns you, because many times I spoke and you did not listen. But today I speak with strong love. Listen with care. Listen with holy respect. What you are receiving now is not ordinary. It will not be repeated. It is a call from heaven filled with eternal meaning. Your life is not about to change, it is already in change. You are not waiting for the time. You are standing in the time. Even if you do not fully see it, something has already started. The waiting time is closing. You have been sitting at the edge of the road for too long, watching others move on, asking me quietly when your turn would come. Today I tell you clearly, you are already moving, you are already entering. I myself have begun to set things in motion that will guide you toward the fulfillment of my promise over your life. Nothing hath been still, even if you thought it was. I have been at work, even when everything around you looked frozen. I know every detail of what you have faced. I have heard each one of your quiet prayers. I have seen the strength you tried to hold on to when everything seemed to collapse around you. I know the tears you cried in secret, the ones no one else noticed, and the moments when your pain spoke louder than your hope. I never left you, not even for a single moment. Even when you felt I was silent, I was working behind the scenes. Every battle has carried meaning. Every step of the hard process hath been part of shaping you. I was molding your heart, building your inner strength, and drawing you away from distraction so I could speak to you now. But listen carefully, my dear one. Not everyone will grasp this word. Some will hear it, but they will not accept it. Their hearts will remain closed, and they will miss what I am doing in the unseen places. This message is only for those with open ears and ready hearts, for those who can recognize my voice among the noise. If as you hear this, your heart is stirred, if something within you shakes, if a deep certainty tells you, this is mine, then it truly is. Do not argue with it, do not doubt it. I, the Lord, am speaking with you now. My spirit is touching your spirit, and if you are willing, you will stay close to me. If not, your soul may resist and turn aside. But if you choose to remain, if you receive this word with humility and care, I promise your inner life will not stay the same, because I am here, I am present, and where I am there is change, there is guidance, there is purpose, there is power. That is why you must hold on. Do not treat this lightly. Do not turn away. Do not let it pass like any other word. Pay attention. This may be the final time you hear it in this way. I will not speak the same words to you again, not because I grow weary of you, but because every word I give has its own moment and its own season, and this season carries urgency. If you do not take hold of what I am offering you today, You may lose a vital part of the path I have already set before you. The choice is still yours. You still have time, but do not turn away from my voice. Today I tell you it is complete. The season of darkness, doubt, struggle, and silence has come to an end. What once seemed unshakable has already been settled in the heavens. A new season has been declared for you from above. Do not wait to see first before you believe. Believe now, and then you will see it fulfilled. Do not depend on what your eyes can see in the natural. Hold on to my living word, the word I give you today with great love. Nothing will remain the same if you choose to believe. Everything has already begun. All that needed to die has died. All that needed to end has ended. I want you to listen with a heart wide open. Push aside every distraction. Quiet the noise around you and silence the voices within that speak fear or doubt. I am speaking straight to you, not with signs, not through others, but with my own voice deep inside your spirit. This word is not like the rest. It cannot be taken as something casual. This moment is unique because you yourself are unique. You were created with an eternal plan, and now is the time for you to see what was always reserved for this very season. This is the moment when I come close with clarity. These are not just phrases for comfort. This is a direct word I release now, and its time is now. It is not a simple idea to keep in your mind. It is not only a nice thought to ease you for a while. It is a divine order, a living and strong word sent from my throne to break into your normal life and bring you into the light of a new spiritual reality. Right now, something fresh is being formed. You may not see it all yet, but you will feel it. You have already sensed it without knowing what it was. That stirring inside you, that restlessness in your soul, it has always been me. I have spoken a message not given to others in this way, not through dreams nor through messengers. This is direct, clear, and needed. It is a word spoken to you alone, because you have a place in my heart that no one else can fill. This word is not for all, it is for you. This message is not for those who choose comfort in their indifference, nor for those lost in the noise of the world. It is for the ones who feel the weight of urgency, the ones who were called quietly, the ones who cannot be satisfied with shallow things. You are one of them. Do you recall that constant stirring within you? That unease you could not explain, that deep sigh that rose from your soul for no clear reason? It was my spirit reaching into your inner being, waking you, hinting that something greater was coming, even when you could not name it. It felt as if the world was shifting around you, as if you were being drawn to another place, another season, another purpose. None of it was by chance. I was pulling you closer with intent. My plan is exact, and you are central to it. That inner push you felt, that quiet assurance of something holy forming, it was always me. I was the one who came into your thoughts in the still hours. I was the one who whispered into your heart when no one else could. I was the one at your side in loneliness, even when you were unaware you needed someone there. Now I speak without veil. I call you to step forward, to put aside fear, delay, and the thought of another time. The moment is now. I am lifting up those who choose to walk with me, not those who drift along with the flow of the world. I am shaping firm hearts, strong spirits, feet ready to follow even when the road is unclear. You were created for more. You always were. Before your days began, I knew your name and the plan I marked for you. Do not think your past was wasted. Even your errors, even your scars, have been instruments in my hands to mold you, to teach you that without me the path is empty, and only in my will there is true life. That is why I say this is not practice, this is not meaningless preparation, this is reality. I have already set things in motion around you, and nothing can hold them back. Everything is moving now. The way is opening before you. Do not stop because of what you cannot explain. Move forward by what you have believed. This is the exact moment for your obedience. There are times when I choose to speak so clearly that doubt cannot remain. Times when the voice of heaven falls like thunder in the silence of the desert. This is one of those times. I have come to show myself to you in a fresh way, to remove coverings you could not take off, to break patterns that once held you down. For I am making a way, but it is not broad or simple. It is a way of purpose, of surrender, of holiness. It is for those who decide to leave all behind to walk with me. Are you ready to release what you have carried so long? Are you willing to trust even when the steps feel unsure? If you answer yes with truth in your heart, you will see wonders you never thought possible. Then you will step into the reality of everything written for this time. Do not let this pass you by. Do not let routine make you blind. This is a sacred season. My word is direct. I need you now, not later, not one day in the future. Now you have a task in my eternal plan. You are called to pray, to bring freedom, to speak my word, to lift up the weary, to spark fire where there were only ashes. Do not fear your weakness, for my power is strongest in your weakness. Do not focus on your limits, for I am the one who prepares and equips you. What I am doing with you is not only about you, it is about what I choose to do through you. I am guarding you every step, every breath, every thought. I am watching, waiting to see if you will embrace what I have placed before you. I do not act out of duty, I act out of love. And this love is what reaches you today, calls you, welcomes you, but also tests you. Because the new cannot be taken in while holding on to the old. You cannot walk in the light while clinging to the dark. You cannot live for the eternal while your heart holds to what fades. This is your time. Do not turn away. Do not look back. Do not ask for more signs. This is your confirmation. This is the sound of my voice telling you with strength, rise and move forward. It is complete. The old is gone. The new has started. You have walked roads that many cannot understand. You have faced seasons where silence felt heavier than any word, where the nights were not just dark but endless. You were not seen. You were not valued. Many times, even you questioned if it all carried meaning. Yet nothing was without purpose. Every step you took, every day that seemed without direction, was carefully watched. Nothing slipped past my sight. You were never abandoned, not even for a moment, though you did not feel it. I was always near, closer than you thought. Even when everything inside told you that you could not keep going, I was the one holding you up so you would not fall completely. In time, I allowed certain losses not to harm you, but to shape you. There were people removed, places you left, doors that stayed closed, chances that looked near and then vanished. All of it was guided by my hand. I made sure nothing stayed in your life that was not tied to what I have planned. What was taken from you is not needed for what is coming. What could not last was never meant to stay. You may not always see the reason for my actions, but if you look back, you will see even pain serve as guidance. I was pulling you with unseen threads to a precise place. And now you stand here. You have reached the crossing where one season ends and another, completely new, begins. It is natural you feel something inside you is fading, because it is. Parts of your old self cannot walk into this future, old ways of thought, old fears, old beliefs that held you back, old habits that no longer belong to what I am building now. What was safe, what was familiar, what gave comfort, is being removed. This is not anger, it is renewal. I am shaping you again from the inside out. The old walls must break so that the new house can rise. Though it hurts to watch parts of yourself you once held close fall away, It is because I am making space for what must truly take root. I am not here to preserve what is shallow. I am building something lasting deep within you. This is the place where many stop, unable to see that loss is often a hidden invitation. Many cling to what has already ended, not realizing that my voice speaks even in what looks like ruin. Confusion rises when the soul keeps building on ground I have already set aside. But I have brought you to this point so you may see beyond the surface. Even if the land looks dry, the seed I planted in you is still alive. Even if it appears that all doors have closed, the truth is I shut what could not carry you forward. The cycles that no longer served are over. Nothing I have ended should be started again. Leave what is past in the past. Do not turn back. Do not try to rebuild what no longer belongs to the eternal plan. In this moment I call those who have been shaped in silence, not those who chased applause, but those who stayed hidden as my hand molded them. What cannot be seen in you holds more worth than what can be seen. The strength I formed in quiet will now carry you in open places. The tears you cried alone will now turn into a harvest of great fruit. The secret acts of obedience you gave when no one noticed will now become the strong base on which all new things will be built. You have endured much testing, and though you often thought you would not last, you did. Not by your own power, but by mine working inside you. I was the one who kept everything from falling apart. It was never chance, never accident. It was my hand that held you firm. Every time you whispered, "I cannot go on," I answered, "Yes, you can," and so it was. Now I bring you into a new season, one where you live no longer by survival but by purpose. No longer hiding behind excuses or fears. Those things no longer belong in you, for it is time to reveal, time to walk in courage with what I have already placed within. I am not asking for perfection, I never was. What I ask is a willing heart, and that is what you have shown me. Even though you failed, you came back. Even though you fell, you stood again. Even though you doubted, you did not quit. That persistence, that humility, that silent battle no one else noticed rose before me like a sweet fragrance. These are the things that moved me to speed up my work in you. I have been waiting for this very hour. Heaven has already been shifting. What once felt delayed is now quickening. What once looked blocked is now opening, not because the outer scene has changed, but because you have changed. And that inner shift has set in motion things in the spirit that will now begin to appear around you. The time you thought was wasted has been redeemed. I will bring life to what seemed gone, but not by reviving the old. I will do something completely fresh. You will not go back to the same place. You will not return to the same habits. You will not reconnect with what drained you. What I am building in you now is clean, holy, and different. What began with tears will finish in joy. What began with confusion will finish with clarity. Not because every answer will come, but because your heart will no longer need to know everything to trust. You have entered a sacred season, set apart from the rest. You do not need to announce it. You do not need to prove it. What I do will reveal itself. The results will be seen. And when others ask how it happened, you will know it was not your strength, it was mine. For the old is gone, and the new has already begun. There are times when seasons change without a sign. The sun can hide in a single day. The leaves can fall with no wind. What felt steady can suddenly shake, yet nothing escapes my control. There are processes that do not begin or end with visible marks but unfold deep within the soul, in silence, in hidden places. This is how I am shaping you now. What is moving does not shout but gives a quiet certainty. It is happening in the spirit before being seen in the natural. And even if others do not notice, you know something unseen has already shifted. The atmosphere has changed, not around you first, but inside you. That is where it always begins, not in the outside world, but in the heart. Everything begins in the hidden place of the heart, in the soil where my hands work with the finest care, where my breath shapes again what once seemed broken. That is where I am now. You do not need things around you to shift to know I am moving. The clearest proof that something has started is the peace you cannot explain, the strength you cannot understand how you gained, the boldness that rises without reason, the hope that returns after you thought it had vanished. In this moment I bring clarity not as a thought, but as a line drawn between what must remain and what must end. I am clearing the hidden corners of your soul where heaviness piled up without your notice. I am pulling out old words that cut like thorns, those sharp voices spoken against you, those conclusions you made before you knew who you truly were. I am removing the voices that built you with fear, with comparison, with doubt. I am silencing them forever. They no longer hold power over you. My voice alone defines you, not your mistakes, not your failures, not rejection, not the insecurity that once shouted louder than truth. I am renewing your foundations. What once held your identity will no longer be required. I am laying a new ground that does not shift with winds nor break in storms. It is a foundation shaped through experience, through surrender, through unseen acts of devotion. For I do not need grand stages to lift someone up. I raise in the quiet. I shape in the hidden. In this season you no longer have to strive for approval. You no longer have to force doors to open. You no longer have to prove your value. The value is already within you. I placed it there before your first breath. Nothing you do can add or remove it. Now you will simply lie from that truth. What once felt like weight will be known as training. What once felt like pain will now be seen as protection. I will shift your vision, not by giving new knowledge, but by opening your eyes to see with healed sight. That will be your greatest breakthrough, to see as I see, to think with my thoughts, to walk with the steady certainty that you are aligned with my eternal plan. Your peace will no longer depend on what happens outside. I have been teaching you to live from an inner well that never runs dry, to trust when no signs appear, to keep walking when no path is visible. That is the faith I build, for those who walk with me do not live by sight, but by trust. And you have trusted, even when it seemed unreasonable, even when everything around you cried out for you to stop. I did not push aside your doubts, nor did I reject your questions. Instead, I welcomed them as part of your shaping, because even with them you kept pressing forward. Now it is time to leave behind the remains of what has ended. You do not need to carry what belongs to the past. What has been closed will not reopen. What has finished does not need an explanation. Do not waste your strength searching for meaning in things I have already shut down with my own hand. What you do not yet see clearly will, in time, make sense. But for now, simply trust. Trust that I am the one who opens and shuts, who builds and removes, and everything taken away was taken with intention. There are paths being drawn with accuracy, not by maps, but by direct leading. I am guiding your steps with signs that only you will notice. Others may not understand your choices. They may think you are wandering, losing time, or taking wrong turns. Do not try to explain. Do not try to defend what is not yet revealed. Walk quietly, knowing with certainty that every step has been arranged with purpose, because even if others do not see it, what you have been waiting for has already begun. All that seemed paused has now been set in motion, not by human effort, but by my decree. What was waiting for its appointed hour has reached its time, and you have been placed with care to be part of a work you cannot stop or control, but you can accept. You are standing in the middle of something greater, a story written before your days began. And even if it feels too high or too far for you, know this: It is not too great for the one who holds you, for nothing is beyond my reach. Now everything is aligned for what is about to unfold. It is being tuned like strings before a great song. Every piece of your journey, even the ones you wished had never happened, has been woven into a larger design. What you called failure, I have turned into tools of shaping. Nothing has been wasted. Even your quiet moments have spoken before me. Even your broken times have been gathered gently. I have not come to blame you. I came to uncover before you that what you once thought was the end is truly the beginning of something lasting. I am working in a way that does not depend on a stage, because what is real does not need applause. I am shaping depth, not surface, and this can only be done in those who learn to wait without losing their fire. You will no longer be defined by seasons, no more highs and lows like restless waves. I am setting you in strength, not in feelings but in convictions. I will give you stability that is not tied to emotions, but to your identity in me. A firmness that does not bend with circumstances. What I am forming is eternal. It will not be shaken by voices, nor destroyed by rejection. What is ahead will be carried by the strength I have planted in you. You will not step into the places I send you with anxiety, but with calm. You will not move in fear of falling, but with the confidence that it has already been sealed in heaven before being seen on earth. Pay close attention to these words I now release to you. They are not mere ideas, not human reasoning, nor empty talk. This message reaching you in this hour is personal and unique. It is meant only for you and is unlike what you have heard before. It is a living word, flowing straight from my heart into yours. Nothing that is happening in your life is random. This exact moment is part of the perfect design I have written over you. You did not come here by accident. You did not pause to hear me only out of curiosity. It was I who pulled you with cords of love, who touched your spirit so you would notice, because what I am giving you now has the power to shift the entire course of your life. Something deeper than what your natural sight can capture is already unfolding. There is an unseen yet active movement already at work. A season of change is beginning. And I am not speaking of a small or passing shift, but of a complete transformation that will reach into the hidden corners of your heart. You are stepping into a stage where the veil is lifting, where what seemed unsure becomes clear, where confusion fades, and the path you long awaited begins to appear. But there is something essential you must grasp. If you do not honor this call, if you treat these words as just another message, you may miss a decisive turning point I have set for you.